This is
Dk&Natasia.
Back with another video, man. Today's video, we got Carmen addressing a CPS case. You get what I'm saying? Was she a good parent or was she not? According to Corey, he had probable cause to put that case on her. According to her, he was tripping. So let's get into it and see what's really going on. Let's get into the video.
That's that's my world. So going into now speaking about my kids, let's talk about this whole little CPS and people talking about things they should not be talking about, that is not your business, but y'all want to talk about the business. And let me say this. Let me go ahead and put it down first. I've been dealing with CPS for 2-3 weeks now. CPS just now came to the house, or no, I've been dealing with CPS, let's go say for a month now, probably.
But I'm saying, for CPS to intervene, something is not right. So why would you been dealing with CPS? This is just not normal.
Exactly. Like CPS, if it was not true, they wouldn't
have started no case. They wouldn't have proceeded with nothing if it wasn't some
right
factual stuff going on. So something is going on.
For sure.
So now we were trying to hear you out, Carmen, but don't come on lying to us, please.
All right, boom. Then I've been dealing about it. Nobody knew because in his social media, I'm not the type of person to put my business out there, especially if it involves my kids. I don't care about how you feel. I'm not obligated to post my kids or update chat on my kids. Like, I'm not. Okay, cool. So then when it came down to that lady, I'm not saying no.
I don't know. I used to always think when people didn't post their kids, it was because they was trying to hide their kids from, like, even though we all know Carmen got kids, they trying to hide the kids from the world for like a reason. Like maybe they don't like the way their kids look or something.
Possibly.
But that lady, it made a post on Facebook and said, oh, I'm not talking about Carmen. Why not bringing Carmen into nothing? But CPS, why would you want to put that out there? Like, if you wasn't talking about me, you could have just kept it at that and say, I'm not bringing Carmen on into nothing. Simple as that. It wasn't your place to talk about CPS. Even though you didn't say Carmen kid, you didn't have to mention my kids to know that everybody know that the CPS case involves the kids. Like, even if
I don't even think Carmen knows what's going on at this point because Danny never brought it to the internet. She texted the manager to let the manager know what was going on. And the manager, no, the best friend, I don't know, somehow the best friend got the screenshot and posted it to the internet. That's how it got there.
So that's what happened allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So what is she talking about?
Before I would have said it too. I would have came right after him. Like, why you got it from the whole world? That CPS is on your kids. You know? Okay, so when she put that out there, he already hit the T pages. The vlog was already talking about how he called CPS on me, how she exposed him for doing this, for doing that. All right, so now guess what? He left me to react. And when I reacted, I simply made a Twitter post and said, I don't give a fuck about who said where, who did where, da-da-da. Don't bring my kids up to nothing. That was it. That was that. And that was really even a general post because we got somebody mentioning the CPS case, and then we got other people thinking, like, I'm still trying to keep the kids away from this man. Like, that.
So you not trying to keep the kids away from him? He just don't want to see his kids? I'm glad you said that.
Right, so we could really understand, like, what type of...
Because she said she got people thinking she's still trying to keep the kids away from him, and that ain't the fact of the matter?
Yes.
What?
But you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, like, ain't it crazy how something will go on in the world and then it won't even matter anymore? Like, you see how nobody cares Corey homeless, nobody cares he don't got no money in his bank account, nobody cares about Danny and all the weird stuff she was saying. It's crazy how something will last.
Yeah, something will happen and it's just
be over.
This is his time for it, and then once it's over, it's over.
Nobody cares. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Case is so old and so drained and so, like, put it to the garbage. You know what I mean? Okay, so when I made that comment, here we go. When people want attention, people gonna get attention. She went on there, made a comment and said, I'm so lost when I was the one who called the team. Yeah, now I'm lost because you called my team and you told my team what happened, what was said, how it happened. We appreciate you for giving a heads up. Cool. Now guess what? By the time you call my man,
Danny and her just need to, you know what I'm saying? Get that round in. And another thing is like, how's your team messing with these people if these your oppositions? Like these is like people you don't deal with. Like how are they even? You know what I'm saying?
How do they even got the number? Let's start there.
Like I say, some snakes in your grass, Carmen. Mow the lawn before it's too late.
Manager, I'm already dealing with CPS. So by the time you even told him, it was like a confirmation of who called type of stuff. Because I was already dealing with it. Like, your guy, strangers, the father of my kid, strangers going to the school to check on CJ to make sure CJ good, to make sure CJ healthy. Like, I'm so confused. Then you got people harassing me and calling my phone because
I remember when that allegation first came about when she was messing around with Michi and people were saying,
you got strangers coming up to the school?
No, people were saying that he was starving. She was starving the kids. Like, do that even sound right? Like, why would she just be starving her kids?
But I'm saying, let's get to the bottom of it. She need to post these documents. And like she said, she don't have to prove it or have to put that situation on the internet. But we need to know why the CPS case is open. Is it because you was starving the kids? Is it because you was neglecting them? It's open for a reason. They don't just open these cases just for nothing.
Right, and then why
like your neighbor can't just call and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna call CPS on these people just because," and they come over and like, "Oh, I'm gonna put a case on you just because." It don't work like that. If somebody make a call, they come in, whether it's living conditions, whether they starvation of the child, whether if it's neglect, they gonna start a case then.
And I know.
Whether if it's drug abuse or whatnot.
They come in. If somebody calls CPS, they come in. They check the house. They want to make sure you got food, water, electricity, gas, everything like that. Once you have everything that you need and the child looks fine, they question the child. The case is closed. So. But
something was going on because you had never had no case. And all the people that want to defend Carmen, how you gonna defend it? Because this is facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no issue with Carmen, but I'm just saying something was going on for the case to even happen.
Right. And then why you want it to be a secret? And then why we can't even see the kids though?
And why can't we know why the case is open? Is it from starvation? Is it from neglect? Is it from drug abuse? What is the reason? You know?
Right.
Because they will need to see Kaden so they can close the case out. Make it make sense for me. If I'm the only person that's taking care of these kids when it comes to food, clothes.
Why are you disrespecting the mom? You're not the only person taking care of the kids. To my understanding, you're on the road with Boogie and the mom is taking care of the kids.
For real. I mean, it's crazy because we really don't know like what be going on in these celebrities' lives. Like
we don't, but then the stuff that we don't know, we get. They come on here, you hear them talk, and they confirm the shit that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They confirm it.
They give you a half story and they don't tell you everything, which leaves people to judge.
And the fans be knowing the real about what's going on.
Yeah.
And then we come to a point like this. You know what I'm saying? And look at that face you just looking like. Girl, tighten up.
Everything else that I need to provide for my kids. Why in the fuck would you wanna have strangers be in your kids' face? Like, why would you want to put the kids in the system? Why want to put a risk that the kids can be taken away from both of us because you don't have a roof over your head? It's been a year and you haven't taken.
You got to think, though, you putting it at risk because you obviously doing something wrong. He's calling, even if he was calling, right? And he just called just because out of spite, like, oh, I'm going to get back at her because she's moving on in life or whatever, right? Nothing will happen if nothing is going on there. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you say, why are you calling, putting the strangers in our business and such, lets me know it is something going on. And that's why this case is open. It had to be something going on.
Right.
And him calling was a valid reason because something was not going right over there.
And then the frustration in her voice as she's telling this story, it seems as if she's frustrated that she even, like, it's ongoing. Like, it's not, like, just over with. And I think that's the reason.
And then she's saying some strangers like your kid's gonna go to the next immediate people, family, whether if it's the dad, whether if it's the mom, somebody could take on them. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna go straight out of your household. Like, oh, let me go send you way over here out the country with Bob and them. You about to be on a farm or something. Like it don't work like that, bro.
And I think Carmen just tripping out because she really don't understand how it works. Like CPS, like I be seeing stuff where they hiring for foster parents. They don't have enough foster parents, so if they could give the child to a family member, then they would much rather do that.
Yes. Yes.
Taking care of your kids, nor financially, emotionally, physically, nothing. And I'm gonna keep stressing this as much as I can. You don't know nothing about the kids, but you feel comfortable enough to let people get in your head, or it just.
Now, I don't want to defend Corey because I know he's wrong for a lot of things he done to her. But you can't say a man don't want to do for his kids or do nothing with his kids or want to be around his kids if you took the kids away from him and didn't allow him to do anything. Now, I don't know the conversations that go on between you and him, if y'all even talk off camera, but I heard you on the camera say you was keeping the kids from him. I could pull that video of him. You was talking to that lawyer and he was talking and you said on the camera that you are keeping the kids from him because you're scared or something like that. They was gonna take him or something. He was gonna take him or some weird stuff. So you can't just say like he's outright just, I don't want to build a relationship and don't want to be around his kids. It's different if you behind the scenes like, hey, you gonna come see what's the kid's name, Caden or something today, and you gonna come pick him up, take him to the park, and do some dad activities with him today, or you know what I'm saying? Or you could have him weekdays, and have him weekends, or you have him every other day or something. If y'all was exchanging something like two adults would do versus doing all this extra stuff, that's different if that was going on. But if that's not going on and you just took the kids and feel like he just need to keep trying to kiss your butt and keep trying to get through to you just to be able to get to his kids, it's like that's on you at that point.
Right. I really agree with that.
You just woke up one day and just fuck it, I'm just gonna call the government and tell the government that these kids are not being taken care of. Are you dumb or are you stupid? And I'm saying that you both, because you don't have a brain to think. I'm the only parent that's taking care of two. Not one, but two kids. I have to make sure my kids go to school from Monday to Friday. I have to make sure my kids eat Monday through Sunday. I have to make sure my kids got clothes because they're growing up. I have to make sure my kids keep a haircut. I have to make sure my kids have what they need. But you want to do all of these because what? Because you mad, because you bitter, because you jealous, because you miserable, because you broke, because you wet. Because you wet.
Now, I could feel her frustration where she coming from. That's a hard task to do every single day to make sure that kid is getting up, eating breakfast, getting up, getting ready for school, getting up. You know what I'm saying? Supplying that kid with all his needs as a single parent for two kids. But on the downside, you're not doing it by yourself because your mom is helping you. So let's stop excluding the mom. You act like you just out here with two kids on your own. Somebody called like, oh, you want to come to a photo shoot? You want to book this or you want to do this? You acting like, I'm so tied up with the kids. I can't do nothing. Like, bro, no. Right. You got a support system. Your mom is actually helping you. And we know this. The kids actually be with your mom. We know this. So why are you acting like your hands is just tied up and you just got your kids?
Right.
And when you know, and that's not facts. You know, you trying to exclude the mom out of it for some reason. And then you saying all this stuff about him, but like, are you allowing him, just answer that, are you allowing him to see the kids? Like, are you telling him, because he wanted to see the kid on the birthday, he couldn't even make it happen. So it's a difference if you allowing him to see that child and he just neglecting it and saying, no, he ain't doing this or ain't doing that for the child, and I ain't going to buy this child no clothes, and I ain't going to do this, and I ain't going to do that. But it's another thing if you keeping the child away from him and he can't do none of these things.
Right, and I just think it's real sad that the kids, like Corey was in their life for all these years, and then just like she said in this video, it's been a year since, that situation had happened, and now the kids is like, they ain't seen their daddy in a whole year. That's insane.
That's nuts. Because when he was holding that camera, we did used to see her with the kids or whatnot. And I think that was the only time she was probably actually really being a full-time mom besides throwing the kids on her mother. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm on the outside looking in. But one thing I will say is Corey definitely wrong for the actions he did towards her. But she is definitely wrong for taking them kids from him. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't know what their conversation is behind the scenes, if they even communicate behind the scenes. If she telling him to pick the kids up from school, take the kids to school, let them stay with you, let them do this, let them do that. It's just a lot of bantering and a lot of downplaying, bro, at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? And it's a lot of Carmen fans that just not trying to look at things from both standpoints. You just want to hear everything she's saying. Y'all like puppets in a million. It's like she controlling y'all's brains in the most ugliest way because y'all can't even think through this situation prophetically, like on some real stuff. Because I could see from both ends on what's going on and what's going wrong. Now, dealing with the kids, I think the biggest issue is her. She was hurt and she pulled the kids and everybody away from him because of her hurt, which I can understand that, but it's like it comes to a point where, like she said on this video, it's a year now. Y'all should be able to co-parent now. You should be healed. You know what I'm saying? Like she said in the video, she's healed enough to be in front of the house. Y'all could co-parent it. Even if y'all ain't talking direct, he could talk to your mom or somebody so he could be able to see his kids. But don't just try to downplay him and make it like he ain't doing nothing. This dude just sucked. If he is honestly trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
And when it comes about my kids, I'ma always bark and bite if I have to. Because don't come over here and mess with something when these kids are perfectly fine. If I'm not eating, if I look like I'm the one that going through it, you look like Carmen tired, Carmen drained. That's Carmen. That's me.
It's interesting that she would say such a thing because, like I said, CPS won't start no case for no reason. So something was going on. So let's stop trying to steer away from it. She pissed off because she knows something was going on. And she knows she probably was starving and something was going on. And maybe the sons wasn't eating. That's probably why the cases started. Like on some real stuff. Because you got to think the frustration in her voice.
No, that's what I was trying to tell you. Like, yes.
It's because she knows something was going. That's why she like, oh, don't come over here and messing up something like. Man, no, you know it was something going on, bro, and that's the issue. It was something going on, for real, for real.
I hope not, though.
It had to be, because why is the CPS case going on?
That's how I'm looking. That's what I'm going through. My kids not going to go through that. Like, my kids not finna be looking like they depressed, they don't sleep, they hungry, they this and that. Like, are you dumb? Just dumb, and dumb. Watch out who you have kids by. That's what I'm gonna say, because damn. You know, like, who... Now you got a whole school informed that this kid was viewed by CPS. What the? Right. All right. That's where my issue came in at when the CPS case was brought up to the internet, because it was nobody's business to know. It was really nobody's business to know. And then boom, it came down to when 4i showed up at my house. You showed up at my house when you wasn't even supposed to show up. I don't give a fuck where your keys at. You were supposed to show up at my door. You don't. I don't care where in condition you show up at. I don't care for it at all. Okay, you showed up, woo-doo, however the situation happened. You showed up at my door. I had walked to the car with my little sister, walked to the car. Kaden was in the house with Princess. I would never leave a 2-year-old by herself in the house. Even I don't care if I'm just walking to the door.
So that must be the reason of CPS case. You leaving your kids in the house by themselves. So that was the issue there. You get what I'm saying? And then she say she don't care where 4i kids is at. You don't show up to her house. If his kids is there, he really want to see his kids, and he pulled up just to see his kids. You know what I'm saying? How could you be mad at the man? Because he is trying.
Right. No, for real.
So you trying to make it like he a deadbeat and such a bad dad, but you're trying to keep these kids from him. He ain't pull up trying to get back with you. He pulling up to see what's up with his kids. Like a man should. You get what I'm saying? So she is weird, and all the people that's just sitting behind her, I can understand for her abuse and what happened to her. But when it comes to the kids and stuff, this is something totally different, bro. Because she not really understand you hindering the kids when you're not letting them, you know what I'm saying, be around that father, be able to learn father figure things and be able to make that connection with the father. And that's what's going on with a lot of these black families. The daddy ain't around, and that's why it's hard things that's going on in their life. You don't know how them kids feel. You hurt, so you trying to just hold resentment towards the man, and then keep the kids away, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, she's taking the kids from him, and they ain't seen him in a year. Well, imagine how the kids feel. Like, they probably think they daddy didn't like passed away
Right.
or something. Like, what
And
the
then
heck? They probably heartbroken.
they coming from a normal routine of waking up, probably seeing his daddy every day, and to never seeing him at all no more.
Especially, it'd be crazy if he was like even off the camera, like a real active
That's
dad,
what I'm
like
saying.
really loving his kids while they in the house, and then you just do that, and you know that the kids love him. You're breaking your kid's heart. It's not even about Corey.
And Carmen acting like she don't care about this man so much. The only way we'll really know if she don't care about him, got no love from him, if he was to pass away right now and she see him in the casket, she shed no tear or just made like she don't care. That's the only real way we'll know if she don't care about this man. Because I think she pump flaking, if you ask me. I think she can't get on the phone and hold no conversation with him, see his face, because she want to be in that space again. Like her old ways will revoke her back into that being around him and being with him again.
Exactly.
So that's why I say she could communicate through the mom if you don't want no verbal communication with this man, because he should be able to see his kids. Bro.
Right, and then that means that you're not over that person. If you cannot
Facts.
see that person because
You're not over
you're
that.
thinking about being with that person again. You're thinking about all the memories and all
Facts.
the stuff that y'all
Facts.
Deal with each other.
Facts.
Just to grab a bag or something. My kid gonna be with somebody adult in the house. Like I don't know what type of parent this man think I am, but obviously you never even took the chance when I was with you to realize what grave of a mother I am for you to never even question me that is your kids good or not. Because even when I was with you, like my kid was taken care of. You didn't have to worry about them. You didn't have to put them to sleep. You didn't have to put them on a schedule. You didn't have to do nothing but watching when I say, hey, I'm finna go do something. Can you watch them for? Can you can you stay at the house with the kids? Or can you take the kids with you? Like, be for real, you know? Okay, cool. And it was said that, I showed up to the door while my 2-year-old son was in the house by himself while she was in the car smoking weed. This is how you know a person just wanna like constantly keep like, what is it like?
And that's some tea.
And that's why she mad, honestly, because I really think that's really what happened. He was in the car smoking weed, and Corey showed up and seen the baby was in the house, called CPS. That's probably what happened.
Keep digging dirt on your name or something. Like, okay, people already know I smoke weed. People know I drink every now and then. It's out there. It's out there. Sure, I put it out there. All right, cool. I don't smoke around my kids. And third, you came in there with a picture in your hand because you thought I was going to have sympathy for you, right? You thought I was going to have sympathy for you. You showed up and with a picture and you said that some woman, whoever that woman is, told you that this all that matters and this all you should care about, woo to woo. Bullshit, 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 and bullshit. Because if that's all that you should care about, you should have been caring that for a year. You should have been trying to be a parent, because I'm so tired of a motherfucker keep saying, how am I supposed to take care of my kids or reach out to my kids when I'm blocked? I don't know her number. You dumb.
This not the moment you take a drink. This is the moment to explain how can he when he blocked.
Right.
Because this is a valid point. How can he when he blocked? You know what I'm saying? He pulled up and it was a problem. That's the only other way he can contact you, right? Or maybe through your mother. So come on, put the drink down and stop trying to run away from your problems resulting to you drinking liquor and smoking weed. But this is not good and not healthy for those kids at all.
Okay. Because first of all, not to say it like that, but you the one who got me blocked on Instagram. Yeah, your number is completely blocked on my phone. But don't say that you don't know my number, because people around you have my number. You have people around you, right? They want to see you be a father. So why you don't ask them to reach out to me or do?
Why does it have to be like that
That's
when
what
both
exactly
of y'all
what I
are the
was
parents?
thinking.
This is not a kid situation. Y'all are parents, so at least you could do is unblock them, have a civilized conversation. You get what I'm saying? And speak on what y'all could do in reference to these kids. On some real stuff.
No, for
because
real.
y'all could co-parent easy. Why do you got them blocked? Then go say some, oh, you got me blocked on Instagram.
Instagram don't matter. Y'all should be blocked on Instagram. But the phone number is important because
It's
if you're
important.
going
You
co-parent,
have to co-parent.
you need
And
to
then
be
talking
able
about
to
the
talk.
people around you got my number. So
Why do
why do
he
he
all
need to
that?
talk to the people around him? Come on, bro.
Something so you can see the kid. When a father wanna be a father gonna be a father.
And that's why he pulled up. And there was an issue, right? She contradicting herself. She don't really realize it. And the people that support her don't tell her about herself. And it sucks for her because she got yes men all in her circle. When people should actually tell her the real about herself.
Right.
I'm not about to call you, look for you, nor beg you to be a father. Why would I do that? I'm not going to do that. So if you thought or you expecting or you're waiting for me to do that, you are going to die waiting. You are. You are. Because it's not going to happen. Simple as that. Like, nobody got to remind me I got to be a mother. Nobody got to tell me I need to be a mother. Nobody. Because I know I'm a mother. Now, let me go ahead and bring myself down. Okay. That next one. Why I don't post my kids. This.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, like I say, hopefully she let him be a dad and stop being contradicting to everything she's saying because I'm catching her going down a rabbit hole in a lot of lies just off the strength of her talking. Hopefully he get around his kids and take care of his kids and do right. Hopefully she do right by the kids and get the CPS situation handled.
Right. I hope that the next video we see is Corey with his kids and everything would just be great then, because then it'd be like, Carmen, you actually are moving on. You actually do not care about the situation no more. But you not allowing him to see the kids is making it look like there's a reason because you're not strong enough to like basically communicate with him for the kids.
Not for sure. But if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe.
Send this video to everybody in your phone.
This is DK
and Natasia.
checking out with another video.